Chapter 49, Strength of 58 Bulls. This chapter is updated by Novels.pl. Zhang Yuochen went back to the Jade Palace and had a short chat with concubine Lin. Then he returned to his place with Blackie. You have just reached the final state of the Yellow Realm but developed 27 meridians. What's the secret of you to practice exercises? Blackie asked curiously. I have no idea. Zhang Yuochen answered. Actually, Zhang Yuochen knew nothing about the exercise class of the scripture of Emperor Ming's Empyrean, because only he and Emperor Ming had practiced it. Blackie said, I know that only when warriors cultivate the inferior class exercises of the king's stage can they develop 27 meridians. However, as you are at the final state of the Yellow Realm, you still have the space for improvement, which means that you can develop more than 27 meridians. Can you tell me, are you practicing exercises of the gods stage? Maybe. Zhang Yuochen also became serious about it. It seemed to be necessary to be dressed in nice fire-killing armor at any time to conceal my cultivation. Otherwise, even the Yunwu Commander Prince could not protect him from being killed if other people knew that his practice was more advanced than the king's stage exercises. Fortunately, only the Yunwu Commander Prince and the manager of the Martial Market Bank, Liu Quanshan, knew his condition at present. The Yunwu Commander Prince must keep it a secret. The Yunwu Commander Prince must have a conversation with Liu Quanshan and give him warnings. Zhang Yuochen recalled Blackie into the yin-yang wooden graph before his practice. I have to watch out for the cat. Then, Zhang Yuochen started to practice after putting on the ice fire killing armor, which ranked 6th in genuine martial arms. I must reach the peak of the final state as soon as possible. Zhang Yuochen took out one second-class triple purity genuine chi pill and swallowed it. Boom! The triple purity genuine chi pill spilled inside Zhang Yuochen's body, transforming into 3 genuine chi, like 3 genuine chi rivers flowing rapidly. Zhang Yuochen started operating all the genuine chi contained in 27 meridians and transforming the pill spirit of the triple purity genuine chi pill into the body's genuine chi stored in the chi pool. Zhang Yuochen took 6 hours to absorb all the pill spirit from the triple purity genuine chi pill. The genuine chi in the chi pool increased by 7 times after the cultivation of the triple purity genuine chi pill. The remaining 8 triple purity genuine chi pills and 4 elephant fire pills could fulfill my genuine chi in the chi pool and help me reach the peak of the final state. The practice went on. During the following 8 days, Zhang Yuochen took 6 hours to take in 1 triple purity genuine chi pill, 8 hours to rest, and the rest of the time to practice drawing inscription of space. 8 days passed. After taking in the remaining 8 triple purity genuine chi pills, the genuine chi inside Zhang Yuochen's body has been increased by 6 times 8 days ago. With his present strength, he could defeat Liu Chengfeng in 10 moves in their competition. However, the chi pool was not full of genuine chi and it didn't yet reach the peak the final state required. Zhang Yuochen took out 4 elephant fire pills and put them in front of him. The elephant fire pill was the 3rd class pill which functioned to refine the body, to improve the warrior's physique, and to increase the warrior's power. Certainly, a 3rd class pill, which can increase the storage of genuine chi to some extent, was much better than a 2nd class pill. Zhang Yuochen took another 8 days to take in 4 elephant fire pills, making a great improvement in the physical quality of his body. At his first time making a breakthrough to reach the final state of the Yellow Realm, Zhang Yuochen could unleash the power of 36 bulls without using martial techniques. But now, he could unleash the power of 45 bulls without using martial techniques. By using dragon and elephant prajna palm, the power of 58 bulls even could arise. Besides, the peak of the final state was finally reached the moment the chi pool was filled with genuine chi. In this case, only one move by Zhang Yuochen could defeat Liu Chengfeng, or could even kill him. In my case, few can defeat me among the top 10 in the yellow board, let alone warriors in the initial stage of the Black Realm. Practicing 17 days in the time and space spinal was equal to 6 days in reality. Considering the fact that he has reached the peak of the final state, Zhang Yuochen could practice in the Savage Gods pool. Zhang Yuochen couldn't wait to walk to the Imperial Ancestral Temple with the 4th class Qilin pills. Obviously, guardians in the Imperial Ancestral Temple have received the order from the Yunwu Commandery Prince to let Zhang Yuochen pass. Thus, they didn't stop him. Zhang Yuochen walked straight to the underground the Savage God's Pool in the Imperial Ancestral Temple. The bloody pool water has always been boiling like magma. It was the second time for Zhang Yuochen to practice in the Savage God's Pool, where the water covered half of him the moment he walked in the central area of the pool. All the skin from his waist was painful, as it was almost splitting, with a burning and sharp pain caused by the boiling hot water. Fortunately, chakras have been successfully developed that formed protective streaks of light with genuine chi flowing through his skin. Meanwhile, Zhang Yuochen's pores started to take in the power of blood, which has been carried to the chakras through his pores, and then the chakras carried it through his whole body. Every 15 minutes, the physical quality of Zhang Yuochen was significantly improved. 2 days later, after fully adapting to the central area, Zhang Yuochen went to the deeper area one step at a time. When he walked into the deeper area, the level of the pool water reached his neck and covered his chest. The power of blood became stronger in the deeper area, with the temperature increasing to a terribly high level. Even though Zhang Yuochen had developed chakras, it was hard for him to resist the power here. All the skin below his neck almost melted instantly. His body became bloody and badly mangled. If someone stood here looking at Zhang Yuochen, he might find that Zhang Yuochen seemed to be a bloody man. The sharp pain almost made Zhang Yuochen cry. But he bit the bullet and took in the 4th-class pill. The Qilin pills. Ow! A snarling of Qilin resounded inside Zhang Yuochen's body. A ball of bloody light dashed out from his head, forming a cloud shaped like a Qilin. At Zhang Yuochen's present cultivation, he could not cultivate the 4th-class pill. Thus, to cultivate it by force would only kill him. Furthermore, his current cultivation could not resist the power of blood in the deeper area of the Savage God's Pool. Similarly, to enter it by force would melt his body into the blood. At present, although Zhang Yuochen was suffering pain, his body could still bear the power of blood and was not melted. There were 2 powers, one from the inside, the other one from the outside. The 2 powers should achieve a subtle balance. As time passed by, the physical quality of Zhang Yuochen was improved by the pill spirit and power of blood that was taken in. Meanwhile, something happened in the Lin's. Lin Jinai, the last house leader, returned to Lin's mansion in Yunwu City from the Omen Ridge. He immediately called in his 3 sons the moment he arrived. They were Lin Fengxian, the present leader of Lin House, Lin Inbo, the 2nd son, and Lin Xizhou, the 3rd son. Lin Fengxian bowed down to Lin Jinai sitting higher than him and said with respect, "My distinguished father, may I know your final outcome? Whether you have reached the Heaven Realm during your practice in the Omen Ridge?" Lin Jinai responded, "It is easier said than done. But I indeed found some opportunities and improved my cultivation during my practice in the Omen Ridge. Although the breakthrough has not been realized, the method to make a breakthrough has been found. Maybe in 3 years, I could reach the Heaven Realm." Good news. All 3 sons felt delighted about it. As was known, the house with the warrior who reached the Heaven Realm was quite distinguished from the one without this kind of warrior. The position of Lin House in the Yunwu Commandery could reach another level, being the 3rd 7th-class family in the commandery if Lin Jinai reached the Heaven Realm. Even the Yunwu Commandery Prince could attach great importance to a 7th-class family. At present, there were only 2 7th-class families and 12 8th-class families in the Yunwu Commandery. The Lins was one of the 12 8th-class families now. The other 2 7th-class families were the Xus, in the minister's mansion, and the Situs. Lin Jinai laughed and said, "The moment I entered the city, I heard that my grandson, the 9th Prince Zhang Yuochen, became the genius of martial arts and the one who was the warrior of the yellow board at just 16. Aha! Yuochen's late blooming makes me delighted." Fengxian, the event 3 years ago was not blamed on Lan'er after all. You were furious with her and blamed it on her. But you are indeed brother and sister, so you need to seek an opportunity to apologize to her to break the ice. What's more, I am proud of her son, and also my grandson who is the genius of martial arts. You can invite him here to make Ningxian and him stay close. Aha. They are childhood sweethearts, and I remember the promise the commandery prince made that they would get engaged. This could be true. All of the three men standing below seemed to be strange and silent, and no one dared to respond to him. The smile disappeared from Lin Jinai's face. He immediately realized that something bad happened and said in a low voice, "What's wrong with you?" "What happened?" Lin Inbo sneered and stepped ahead, saying, "Father, let me tell you the truth. Several months ago, the fourth sister took the ninth prince back here and tried to resume relations with us. However, my brother humiliated her and drove them out of here. Humphrey, they must hold great resentment of us. Rather than relations, we are enemies now. Look what you have done, my brother." Humphrey, the third son Lin Xiao also added, "I agree. I thought it was a strong overreaction. They are our sister and nephew. How could you do this?" Lin Jinai became more enraged. He glared at Lin Fengxian and said, "My eldest son, you are the leader who should never be so impulsive." Chen Er is only 16 but is the warrior of the yellow board, which means a promising future. If he were to become the leader of the Yanwu Commandery, he would take revenge on us. That would be a disaster. Go to the palace with me to apologize to your sister now. You are an asshole. Damn it.